Howdy, howdy, y'all. So today I am running some games against my teammate Wolverine on Viserai. He is a really strong player. I really like playing with him. Wouldn't be my teammate if I didn't enjoy playing with him. So, I do not have a ton of experience into this matchup. I generally do win it when I play it, like in Pro Quests, but it always helps to get better. So I'm taking Dyadic Carapace because I am not expecting the game to go long, but I don't think it's a serious enough matchup to where I need to bring Grasp of the Arcanite. I do want to have my Vexing Quell hand, especially if he's going first. If I need to pop off on like my first turn, I want to be able to. So since I don't have Fiendal Spring Tunic, we're definitely not bringing Envelop. I think this is just a general aggro matchup. But I don't think it's aggro enough to where I want my extra Malefics and my Sonata. I think I would prefer to have Haunting Rendition. It can prevent a Rune Chant, that could help versus a Succumb to Temptation. So I'm going to run those. Could be wrong. We could learn some things across these games here. So yeah, we'll just submit. We lost the Swarming Gloomveil playmat. Makes me very sad. I have to use the Demonastery one. Don't get to use that nice Art House Syndicate art. Okie dokie. So this hand is obviously not amazing. But if he lets us keep all the cards, then we can banish a Deathly Delight, chuck a Phantom Wraith, and then Arsenal Beseech the Demigod. So that's not the worst thing in the world. You know, it's actually a kind of fine hand for turn 1. So we'll see what he lets us do. Opponent on no Grasp, so bringing AB into the matchup, obviously, probably pretty smart. Would be smarter if it were my turn 1, but I don't know how serious it is. I don't know how much you're actually trying to pitch to AB in this matchup as Viserai. If I remember correct, I think your blues are kind of tight, so opponent thinking, I assume. There's no way Talishar is broken already. No, it's not. He is just sending the Reaping Blade here. So 3 here. Like I said, that hand, that prospect was pretty alright, but I definitely want to prevent some damage, so I'm going to block with a Phantom Wraith here. It's just the worst card in our hand. It's not a blue, it's not a Deathly Delight, and it's not a non-attack. We want to keep our non-attack. This is not the worst thing in the world. I think it might be the exact same play pattern that we were thinking about. What do we gain if we... So we banish here, and we just send the blue Deathly Whale. He can reset us on Rune Chants then, so that's not, amazing. Alternatively, if we banish the Deathly Whale and send the Deathly Delight, we're just sitting on a blue Deathly Whale and banish. But we do have a Beseech, so that could be beneficial. I think we're just gonna keep our strong attack and see if we can get a Rune Chant out of him this turn. It's not the best turn in the world, but we'll see how it goes. There's definitely a world there where we did some Arsenal Pass shenanigans, but then we're sitting on 2 blue attacks in our hand, or 1 to 2 blue attacks in our hand, and we just don't need that. He does take the Rune Chant, which means we definitely get a Rune Chant, so we definitely can play Deathly Delight next turn. We're very happy to see that. He's just taking the rest of it, shipping the bill. Cool. So I assume his hand is pretty good if he's just taking all that damage. Probably not, the worst thing to assume. This is interesting. So we can block with one of these Deathly Whales. Oh, enabling chat. We can block with one of these Deathly Whales, and then play Funeral Moon, Beseech the Demigod, Deathly Whale, creep in a Succumb to Temptation, or play Succumb as an instant, since we'll definitely do arcane damage, and then into Deathly Delight. That's pretty good. He says, I think this deck needs Grasp. Oh, he doesn't have a rune chant. So 5 here. He has not done arcane damage yet. He's pitching a blue amplify, played a condemned to slaughter. I kind of want to get my blocks in, but since he has resources floating, I'm assuming I'm going to be able to do that on Reaping Blade anyways. So we will just be chilling for right now. Could definitely activate Spellbound Creepers and play a Succumb there, which would kind of get us. He'd just take our Succumb. But even then, it's like Besiege Deathly Wail, and we walk into our next turn with 2 rune chants. I mean, I'll never really complain about that. Yeah, this turn's gonna be fine. Now we can still block 3. And then Funeral Moon just for 1 value is never like my favorite thing to do, but it's actually 2, and then that 2 is gonna let us cascade into more damage. So let's see, 1 damage here, and then 4 on the Amplify. If this is a Succumb, he can't do anything with the action point. So I think we do just take that Arcane. That's a point where Haunting Rendition would be awesome. We get to get 2 value out of it and a rune chant. Oh my gosh, Haunting where this blue Deathly Wail is would be amazing. But we'll just block 3 there. He has no reaction. Thank goodness. And then we'll let him end his turn, banish Deathly Wail. We'll play Beseech the Demigod, and we will pay the life for it. Choosing Deathly Wail, I suppose. And then Funeral Moon into our buffed Deathly Wail. We will definitely be able to play Succumb into a Deathly Delight. Pretty good place to be right now. Although next turn we're going in with no rune chants and nothing in banish. But having nothing in banish is not a huge deal when you have no rune chants. So he is face purgatoring, which is pretty awesome for us because we're just going to play this out anyway. And I'm sure he's kind of kicking himself. However, he can block this Deathly Delight follow-up just fine. But it's still, you know, taking apart his entire turn, pretty much. We get to gain 2 HP at the end of this turn. And there's pretty much no world where... Oh, wow, he's just taking it. We could have just flailed, since we knew he was going to be able to block out this Deathly Delight and know about the Succumb. But I think we do just want to get our value where we can. We paid the life on this turn, so we want to get 2 value out of it through the rune chant and the life gain instead of just 1. I forgot, lol. Yeah. He says he forgot to block, which, understandable. You probably do want to block this one. Covering it up with a Rune Flash and a Machinations. He blocked with a blue Rune Flash and a Rattlebones earlier. Okay, okay. Yeah, again, just kind of taking apart his turn. Oh, I don't gain the life because of Reaping Blade. Ah, unfortunate. That's fine. Deadwood Dirge is good. He does not get the Viserai trigger. Tunic Reaping? Oh, Tunic Snuff Out. That's okay. I kind of was thinking about blocking with this hand anyways. We can banish a Widespread Ruin, block 6 with these 2 cards, and Arsenal of Shadow Puppetry. Viserai doesn't really run any Arsenal Disruption, so we're kind of just chilling if we do that. I am perfectly happy with that playline. So, yes, yes, yes. And then we'll block 6 here. Yeah, I'm cool with this. We didn't have an amazing turn, so sometimes Arsenal Pass is just the best turn that Vynnset can take. And here, this is honestly a pretty fine turn. We don't have a Malefic down. Oh, he does now. So we can't Deadwood Dirge on a Malefic. Okay, a second one. Kinda scary. So probably if he keeps an Arsenal, we're just gonna Widespread Destruction it. Maybe Arsenal the Deadwood Dirge. Wow, Become the Arc Knight is good. Uh, is he not? He did not use Become the Arknight to do anything. He's not undoing, so I guess he's cool with that. It's a little questionable, but okay. So since he has 2 Malefics, I kind of do want to, do we get to see what card he chooses? Yeah, reveal it. So he didn't choose a card. Interesting. I kind of do want to, take his arsenal away. I kind of do. We're probably holding on to this Haunting Rendition for next turn. So we can arsenal one of these two. I think I just... Deadwood Dirge hit his arsenal. So we'll do that. And then we will, I suppose, overpower. That should make it pretty tough for him to stop it. And then I am planning on swinging Flail, but I'm going to break the chain for widespread destruction before I do, in order to avoid killing my own arsenal. We're kind of getting tempoed out here, you know? Like, a few turns into the game, he's got a lot of good stuff on the field, and we're down on HP. Not amazing, but we have more equipment than him. Like, we've got 3 block on our side and face Purgatory still, so we can kind of hold off a really strong turn. And he's just taking it all. So he's forfeiting his arsenal. Had to have it this turn, huh? He says. Yeah. Always drawing better than me. Hey. I just put the cards in my deck. I don't do any more than that. Yeah, I figured it was a Mordred Tide. Considering he didn't do anything else with that turn, and he just put down 2 Malefics, that Mordred Tide gets really strong. Does not surprise me in the slightest. That was, like, the #1 thing I was expecting and hoping it to be. If, he had grabbed anything off the Become the Arknight, I would expect it to be a Mordred Tide. He's just giving me his rot, or his iron rot legs. Cool. So we could discard this Haunting and try to find a better card. However, we want to have 2 Rune Chants next turn to use Shadow Puppetry and Widespread Ruin and get ahead on card advantage. So this is a good way to get what we want. Nothing particularly amazing. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not quite sure what the game plan is here. Maybe it's a no blocks, and then Shadow Puppetry, Widespread Ruin, creep in the Mauvern Skies by pitching one of these cards, Vexing Quillhand into the other one, and then I force him to have it, and we get 2 opportunities to hit another attack off the top to play with the rune chance that we get from Mauve. That seems pretty good. Or, alternatively, we already have the Go Again. We've got an extra non-attack and an attack. We can face Purgatory this turn if we get a good threat for it. Pretty good options we're looking at. Don't mind this at all. Opponent is inactive. Claim victory. That's a easy way to bump up your win rate on your Talishar decks, if you don't know. It's like a cheat code. You just get free wins. Rune Rager and a million billion rune chance. No way he has Succumb. Well, he might. But we don't really lose too much if he has Succumb. I think these are fine. Skip all rune chance. Why am I not doing that? So 3 here. I am wary of a Succumb, which would lead me to toss out Dyadic Carapace as well, in addition to this Haunting Rendition. And maybe that's not the worst idea ever. That could be fine. I don't know. I kind of just... No, it's fine. It's fine if we get succumbed here. Because we've already got our main plan in the Shadow Puppetry Widespread Ruin. You know, if he rips our Mauvrin Skies away, that doesn't, you know, kill our turn. We have something we can do. So we're kind of putting a lot of bets on just another Rune Rager. This is fine. Skip all rune chance. 0. Another 2 here. This is fine. So we're just kind of putting our bets on being able to push in. His Tunic's going to be coming up to 3, so he's not going to want to block with that. We'll see what we can do here. So let's Shadow Puppetry, and we will choose to pay the life, because we want to banish off of Ruin. And we'll chuck Widespread Ruin. And popping a Vexing Quill hand here could be absolutely the wrong call. But that's kind of where my head is, kind of where my mind's leading me. Beseech, we will banish that. And we'll break the chain. And we do hit a Phantom Banshee. He's decided to keep his whole hand. Thinking. I think we do just go for it. We don't want to be IP'd. So we're gonna make him give us cards. I wish he had given us cards on that Widespread Ruin. That would have been cool. Although then we wouldn't have found our Phantom Banshee, so. You win some, you lose some. And then we will just flail, follow up. See if we can pull anything else from him. Nope. That's okay. We have a Haunting Rendition, super good. And we're actually okay with banishing this Widespread Annihilation, simply for the fact that we have not seen any Revelin Runebloods yet this game. So we're kind of expecting to see some. So this is for 6 here. We do want... Oh, he condemned our rune chant. Ooh, that's annoying. He condemned to slaughtered our rune chant. That is truly annoying. In that case, I kind of do still want my value from here. Let's see. I want to Arsenal of Machinations and banish this, but I'm not going to be able to play Phantom Banshee. So I think it's probably just block 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 2 to Blood Debt. We're still sitting on strong equipment. And then we need to draw a Revel. Which, you know, hopefully we're looking at about half our deck now and 0 Revels, so, I mean, odds are we find one. Or we find 4 attacks in a row. That also was a possible outcome, unfortunately. And we still have no Malefics. No Malefics, no Revels, and only 1 Deadwood Dirge. We're kind of skimping on our Rune Chant generation this game deck. Seeing a lot of power, but not a lot of enablers. And we can't use Face Purgatory. Ugh, this hand is kind of an unfortunate occurrence here. Unfortunate occurrence. Unfortunate occurrence. He has Cracking Vexing Quill hand. Succumb to Temptation. Rune Rager Swarm. So this is for 2. I do want to prevent damage here. So I think I'm going to pitch a blue here to these rune chants. Then we'll take the rest. And then 1 damage here, not 2. We will go ahead and hand over our Dyadic Carapace. Another Rune Rager. this. Reaping Blade. We will just block for 3. It's going down to 5, but he has no AB, and we get to send Phantom Banshee. We've still got 2 cards Rotting and Banish, and we're not threatening lethal, but those 2 cards Rotting and Banish are instantly playable and instantly playable off of Revel, and we've already got the go again that we need to make that happen. Not my favorite position to be in. Really, it's not. But it might be fine. This isn't the worst place to be. We're really kind of hoping to draw a good card here, but, you know, it's not the worst place to be. Opponent's giving us a Rune Flash, which, honestly, kind of mid-card. Giving us a Sink Below too, so really giving us the space that we need to find the cards that we need to find. We are fine with this. No Rivel. No revoir. So 6 here. What are we looking at doing? He can't prevent Arcane, which means if we connect with an Eloquent Eulogy, then we get to succumb, which is good. But other than that, I kind of feel like blocking 6 here. Banishing Mauvrin Skies. He's not going to want to use his Tunic. And I don't want more crap in Blood Debt. Banish and just chuck Eloquent Eulogy. The fact that we have 6 Runechant generating cards in the bottom 29 cards of our deck is kind of tragic. Okay, he's got the Sink Below. You know, good for him. I was gonna play this anyways, so, like, whatever. I am going to be asking for another card. I'm going down to 1 here, which is not my favorite place to be. And we're sitting with Face Purgatory still on the board. You know, just kind of not great. No Revels. Wow. That's crazy. We just lose to not drawing Runechant generation. That's a way to lose, isn't it? That's kind of wild. I'm looking forward to seeing the bottom of this deck. I really am. We, should have blocked with Face Purgatory earlier. We should be sitting at 4 HP here. So that's on me. Never really got a good opportunity for it, I guess. The one opportunity where we were looking to use it to kind of buy some space, we just drew all attacks. Yeah, I want to look at this deck. Oh, he has Revels. Lucky him. And, like, if we had drawn Revel, oh my goodness, we would have gone so far in. Like, another extra 10 damage. Like, that does push lethal. Yeah, so we're dead anyway, so we'll just flail. Let me see this deck. 2 Revels in a row. Another hand and a half away. And a third one down there. Yeah, wow. All of my Runechant generation just at the very bottom of my deck. Okay, that's fine. That's how it goes. So I will choose to go first this time. I'm just going to take the same board. I feel like that was a completely winnable game. Only thing that's a maybe is bringing an extra Runechant generation to just go full aggro and ditch the Haunting Rendition. Let's try that. Especially since we're going first, we want some extra Runechant generation. I think that seems good. That seems like a good justification for that. Yeah, maybe just shouldn't have put that much pressure on my Vexing Quill hand pivot, but So now he's gonna take Grasp, and now that he's going second, so maybe we get to push Arcane. Yeah, could have maybe played that one different. But I really think we just had a critical lack of rune chant generation there. So, yeah, it happens. It happens. Hmm. Yeah, I think bringing in the extra malefics and the Sonata going first is good, actually. So we'll banish Aid Widespread Destruction. We will play our free card while we can. Excuse me. And then he did bring AB, so we will not be attacking. We will just go ahead and Arsenal pass. Oh my goodness. Look at all these cards. All these rune chant generating cards. They're all so good and strong. That's crazy. So we can very easily block 3 here. Okay. Mordred Tide is good. Let's see how good it is. Swarming Gloomveil is fine. 4 here. There's no world where we use Face Purgatory here. Our hand is too good. 4 here, we're fine with. You know, if he plays like a Snuff Out next, we want to have our 3 block left. Rune Flash. Pitching a Rune Flash. So 2 Arcane and 2 Physical, and then another 2 and 3 next up. Yeah, that's a good starting turn. And we're just going to use Destruction for damage since he knows we have it, so he's not going to give us a anything to take from Arsenal. So we will just block for 3 here. We could keep this in Arsenal, however... No, we could keep this in Arsenal. There's no real reason not to keep this in Arsenal. In fact, we don't even need Revel. I think we still play Revel just for the damage. Let's just pass. We're fine with this block. Since we have Malefic Incantation, we don't actually need Revel in Runeblood. So we'll banish here. Shadow Puppetry. Yes, pay the life. In fact, maybe we just hold on to the Malefic in Arsenal. I think that seems best. So chuck Deathly Wail. Or if we hit a 2-cost Rune Gate here, then we might just Creepers this Revel. Like, just really push forward on damage. Man, we took a lot of damage last turn. Like, that was a 15 damage, 4 cards. It's really good. Mordred Tide is a good card. They weren't even, like, amazing cards. All he had was Swarming, Mordred, and 2 blues. That's kind of wild. He is giving us cards, so we have to discard one of these cards. That is unfortunate. However, it is fine. Because we can still convert the rest of our hand to damage. And we get an early Face Purgatory out of them. However, early Face Purgatory is like... I don't know. It feels like when your opponent uses Scowling Fleshbag early, it's like great. But Face Purgatory relies on your opponent's ability to actually use its ability. So like, just getting it out of the way doesn't feel as great as it does to feel, or as it does to get a Scowling Fleshbag out of the way. Now, we're dirging it up. Dirging it up. Okay. I think I might also do nothing with this hand. I kind of just suffer. I really want to push this Deathly Delight. We've got a Malefic down. I think I'm gonna choose to do that. Could be totally, absolutely wrong to do here. But I do want to push my damage, and if we get a Succumb through, we can rip apart his turn that he just set up. Almost want to play both succumbs, but I won't. I will be disciplined. So we probably just take Become the Arcanite, because that just lets him find his strongest cards. I think we just take Become. And then, do we just pass here? He has so many things he can block with. I think we do just pass here. Arsenal or other Succumb. Yeah, this seems like it was the right option. Whole lot of damage here. So 3 and then 2, and we don't know what's in Arsenal. So let's prevent 3 Arcane. Oh, undo. Whoops. I'm so used to not paying for Arcane. We'll prevent this 3. And then we have 2 coming in here. And we don't need all of these cards. He had a Swarming Gloomveil and a blue Become the Arcanite in hand. So, I mean, he has stuff he can do. He really does have stuff he can do. Don't think it's worth giving Dyadic just yet, so we're just going to let this 2 through. And get absolutely blown out by a Succumb to Temptation. No, not really. 0 here. And then this for 3. And we will just give 3. And then Reaping for 3. And you know what? You know what? This 3 is fine. So we will go ahead and banish here, play out our Mauvrin Skies, and just chuck Ruin. Why am I not playing Succumb on this Ruin? The reason is because I definitely want it to have Go again. I don't want to have to hope these hit. I don't want to get IP1'd. I want this to have Go again so that I can swing Flail afterwards and get the self-damage to try to find some card advantage out of Widespread Ruin. That is why I'm playing Mauvrin Skies instead of Succumb on this. If we waited to play Succumb, he could prevent 2 Arcane and just leave us sitting with, you know, bad value for the turn. Swinging Flail here, we get our self-damage, but we are kind of left to, you know, his whims. We lose our Rune Chant from Malefic, but we do hit, and we hit an Eloquent Eulogy, which is an amazing hit. So here is just 6. And we have ample cards to block it with. But what are we banishing? That is the question, isn't it? I think we're probably banishing Phantom Wraith, just because we have Malefic Incantation. We could banish Phantom Banshee, because we're going to send 1 and 4, and we're going to make 1, and then we're going to hope we can play this Funeral Moon, so we can play the Banshee next turn. Let's do that. Let's try that instead. Undo, actually. I want to keep the Wraith. There's a lot of upside to keeping the Wraith. Sorry. Opponent? Okay, there we go. Upside to keeping the Wraith. When we play, or if we play Succumb to Temptation, we will get another action point, which we can then use to play Funeral Moon into Phantom Wraith. That's the main upside. So we will just chuck Eloquent Eulogy. Or if he ABs, with like Tunic. Tunic AB here is really strong. It stops me from being able to play Succumb. He does not do that, but it would be strong. We could, if we still push damage with Eulogy, we can break the chain, get our Eloquence token, play Funeral Moon, and play Phantom Wraith. But we will just Succumb. He has the Sink Below. Kind of expected it, honestly. But now we get to threaten a second attack. So he has to block this follow-up. So we will play Funeral Moon as an instant. Actually, I'm gonna use my... I'm gonna undo there. I'm gonna break the chain, get my Eloquence token, then play it with Go again. So now we can do Phantom Wraith into Flail of Agony and try to get another rune chant for next turn. We don't often use the Eloquence token in this deck, so just cashing it in when you can is good to do. So now he has to block this 6. And then probably just blocks the Flail with his last card, but that's up to him if he wants to do that. I would expect him to block the Flail with his last card. He knows what Vynnset can do with one rune chant. Surely he does. Yeah, he's just gonna give us that card. Which is fine. Sand is not amazing. It's really not. Sand is not impressing me. I think I went to banish Deathly Wail and then just chuck Deathly Wail, probably pitching both of these cards. Because I don't need a big attack in my arsenal. I really don't. Not at this stage of the game. It's kind of mid-game right now. Mid to late game. So we are going to get our rune chant. We're very happy about that. We are going to get our damage in. Wow. And then we're going to draw 4 non-attacks and not be able to use Face Purgatory. Almost. Mordred Tide is strong here. He doesn't have any Malefics down, so maybe we're alright. We will take this Arcane, I suppose. We want to use this Deadwood Dirge, and we want to use this Beseech the Demigod to carry rune chants to next turn. So I think, as much as I hate it, I think it is just these 2 cards to block this Rune Rager Swarm and stop him from doing more with his turn. Or we can take the Rune Rager Swarm here and see what else he has, because this hand is strong if we don't block with it. So let's just block 2. Get blown out by a Succumb. Not really. I don't think he's playing Succumb into us. That's what all of my findings are telling me. He does Tunic. Maybe for a Rune Flash? This could be a desperation turn. It is a desperation turn. He's done playing. He's dead. He's dead immediately. Rune Flash here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rune chance is a lot of damage. So yeah, we'll take that. And then making 2 here. I am gonna give up the Face Purgatory because he has just killed himself. Revel is good. 9 Arcane is crazy. Craziness. Yeah, wow. I just have to take all this. There's nothing that's, value here. So 3 here, I go down to 2. I have to block 3. I would block 1, 2, 3, banish, play Deadwood Dirge, chuck Deathly Wail. Good game. Yeah, wow. Revel was really strong there. And his turn was, nothing amazing, you know. This is gonna cost a full 2. Yeah, nothing amazing on his next turn. Because he doesn't have the blues to pay for that. Alright, let's run the set. One mo. Here we go. Alright, so we'll go first. Lucky us. Dyadic, Vexing, and then I think that was right. I think bringing in the extra rune chant generation when we're going first is absolutely correct. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yeah, we're just taking full aggro. Good luck, have fun, Wolverine. So I think that first game put too much pressure on my Quill hand. Didn't draw my rune chant generation, but that's just how the deck works sometimes. I shouldn't have put that much pressure on my Quill hand. This last game, not the best decision making. I really was kind of hasty on that Quill hand, but other than that, I think getting my Succumb in on that turn was important. I don't think I made any big mistakes last game. I at least didn't get punished for any big mistakes last game, which is really what counts when you think about it. Alright, turn 0. Widespread Ruin, Deadwood Dirge, Arsenal, Succumb. No complaints. Then next turn we get to Sonata for a red Malefic, although other than that, the rest of our hand is freaking attack actions, so we don't love that. But it's probably fine. We might just be looking at banishing a Phantom Banshee, getting a Malefic, and then chucking 7. Hold on to Succumb and Arsenal. That doesn't seem too bad. He does not have an aura to destroy, so we're very happy about that. And this is 6 here. He has none floating, so he can't follow up with a snuff out. So I think we're fine with this block 6. How do you always start with the nuts? I have extra Malefics in and can never drop them. T0. He says this should have been his turn to go first, but he's the one who quit out. Even if it was an accident, I'm gonna take my. he might not be too happy about that. He might not be too happy about that. Maybe that wasn't cool of me. No, maybe a little scummy of me. Now that I think about it, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't like, you know, I wasn't trying to screw him. I got to go. It rolled. I got the high roll. Damn. Damn, now I feel a little bad. It's okay, he can take it. He's a man. Oh, he's preventing Arcane. Not all of it. Maybe all of it? I'm not planning on using Succumb to Temptation here. It's just not worth it. And he's a being 4. So I'm really not planning on using Succumb to Temptation. He's got 2 floating. He might be hitting me with a Count Your Blessings. Oh shit. Gotta be ready for that. He's giving me a Succumb. This is like a fine hand. What's the deal? Sink below. I mean, yeah, man. I'm getting stuffed. For sure. For sure I am getting stuffed. This hand does nothing. Cool. It does play out a Malefic Incantation. No real complaints about that. Hard to. I think I'll definitely Shadow Puppetry into Widespread Ruin. I'll pay the life. I'll try to get a double banish. So the worst card in this hand is Machinations of Dominion. Yes, pay. Let's play out Malefic. Because if we hit off Shadow Puppetry, if we hit a 2-cost, we really want to be able to play that. we have 7 coming at him now? He's giving us 3. I assume he has a sync. Yes, he does. Those sync belows, man. Real annoying. And that's fine. So we will go ahead and break the chain. We hit a 3-cost rune gate. Is this where we break Vexing Quill Hand? Shit, it might be. I think it is. We paid the life, so we're gonna get extra value off of Deathly Whale. I think it might be. He is really gung-ho about blocking this game. Although, I mean, we're on, like, turn 2, so that's not a huge deal. Chucking in for 6. He's given us 5, 6, 7. You know what? You know what? That's fine. That's fine by me. Actually, no, it wouldn't have hit anyways. So, break the chain. Get our 2 rune chance. 2 rune chance, 2 malefics, and a succumb sitting in arsenal. Honestly, not in the worst spot. This is our 3rd succumb. Man, we are just front-loading all of our freaking disruption. Nebula Blade? What is this? 1 and 1? Is that the damage? Is that the bill? I'm not horribly concerned. He's drawing so shitty. Well, he's kind of stuffing me out. Yeah, we'll give him 1 here. Right, 3. Not how last night was at all. I don't remember what he said he went. I think he went like 5-0. 5-0 last night? I don't remember. Just grinding games on Vynnset, or on Viserai. So, Deathly Whale. Beseech the Demigod, yes. Pay the life. Deathly Whale for 9, and we make a million billion rune chance. And I am definitely looking to run out this Succumb at this point. Surely he doesn't keep blocking. I really want to get one of these Succumbs out of my hand. So what could he think my arsenal is besides Succumb to Temptation? Oh, hang on, undo. Sorry. I've just told him to his face that I have a Succumb. I guess I just chuck it out. I would like to see your hand, sir. So he has the Succumb, but we know he has the Succumb. He has Swarming, but if we take his Malefic, he's going to struggle to make the rune chance that he needs. I kind of want to just take Malefic. Malefic is a really strong card. It makes any future Mordred Tides really strong. I think I'm just going to take this. So we need to remember he has a Succumb, along with, well, let's see what he does in response to this Flail. He has Succumb, Blue Become, or Blue, Arknight Ascendancy. Arknight Ascendancy? What's the card? I don't know. It's not Become. Yeah, he's just gonna give us those. That's fine. Boots putting in work this game. Oh my gosh, this hand has so much potential. He's just gonna play out the Succumb. Trace here. I think we will block for 3. Into Nebula Blade. So 1 and then 4. Nothing is scaring me. We're just gonna take this. It's not gonna trigger Succumb, so we're fine. And the rest of our hand is, like, so gas. So we'll banish here. Do we want to play this Malefic now? Probably not. We probably play it after the Deathly Whale. So let's just Shadow Puppetry here. Yes, pay our life. Deathly Whale. So that felt like an early grasp, Vexing Quill hand break, but it has led into just beat down aggro for this whole time. Do I care what's in his hand right now? I probably do just take it. Oh, he's just gonna... he's throwing in the towel. Felt that. One more? Okay. I'm gonna do one more. Yeah, drawing all three of my succumbs so early. Yeah, this hand doesn't do a whole... this hand does things, I guess. The fact that I took his Malefic makes this hand a lot worse for him. 2 Revels. Oh, this hand was gas. Oh, but he doesn't have anything he can pitch to Nebula Blade. Okay, maybe I'll draw good once out of the 4. Bro, you won the first game. I mean, like, let's be real. So let's try bringing in Haunting again, since we're going second. We don't need the extra, you know, shots at getting Malefics down. As good as they were, maybe we do. Maybe we do. I don't really care about his on-hits very often. Let's bring what's been working. Let's bring the boom. Everything else is good. I'm not gonna change my equipment based on who's going first or second. It's not that kind of matchup. Yeah, Haunting is, I mean, I like it. I really like Haunting. But we'll see if just having more Malefics is just straight up better. I think it's worth testing going second. Man, what? And he said, I draw the nuts on turn 1? What is this? If this isn't the nuts, what is it? Okay, only thing is, I think I break Vexing Quill Hand here. As insane as that sounds, I actually think I break Vexing Quill Hand here. And I think I'm gonna try to push my on hit. Because if we hit here and we hit a Deathly Whale, oh my gosh, we're off to the races. We just win this game, like right then and there. But, man, he was talking about me always having the nuts turn 0? What? All I did was play a Deadwood Dirge. You just played the 2 best cards in your deck, buddy. That's kinda crazy. Giving me 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Wow, he really doesn't want this to hit. Okay. Have a Flail of Agony. Spellbound Creepers. Do I just get to strip all your equipment turn 1? I mean, I stripped my equipment turn 1, I guess. Sure, man. Sure, man. Not anything to write home about in this hand. Funeral Moon is good. We know we're going to be able to connect, so I think we probably Shadow Puppetry. We don't need to pay the life. Get off my screen, Vynnset. Yeah, we just chuck the Eulogy. Keep the pain train going. Here, we get a Rune Chant anyways. Funeral Moon is good here. If we hit something off the top, we can Funeral Moon into it. Or he's just gonna keep blocking out. Okay, I guess. I think I just flail. Because I can get my Rune Chant back with Funeral Moon. He's just gonna give me Grasp. Okay, wow. He does not feel like doing anything this game. Funeral Moon before we break the chain, so we get our Eloquence and we get to keep it around for a bit. Not the biggest deal in the world, but so we're looking at 2 Rune Chants here and a Rune Rager Swarm. We, on the other hand, have a hand of cards that does things. Pretty decent things, honestly. So we can Machinations, Deadwood Dirge. We can Machinations Phantom Banshee with the Overpower, Deadwood Dirge into Deathly Whale. That's probably pretty good. It seems good. Let's do that. 2 here is damage. If he has the succumb, I kind of want to make him have it. So I'm gonna give him my dyadic carapace right now. What did he give us to block with? 2 amplifies? That's what that card is called. Amplify the Arknight. It's kind of simple art. It's not bad, but it's not like not writing home about it. This is just damage for 1. For 1. Do I care to stop him from having a rune chant for 1? I don't think so. Could give the creepers there, but I'm not going to. And then we will send Deathly Whale to banish. I think I actually hold on to the Deathly Whale. Because Deathly Whale is actually like relevant, and it's going to be a second attack we send. So let's send Banshee to banish. And then we will just chuck Banshee. So 4 and 7 go again overpower, and then follow up with the Deathly Whale to get a rune chant for next turn. Not the worst thing in the world. Seven overpower is a big hitter. It's just going down to 21. So we're up by 11 HP, and that is before our second attack this turn. We kind of actually just totally screwed up there. If he had blocked with Face Purgatory, we get boned. What we should have done is used our attack from hand and then Deadwood Dirged into the second attack from Banish. That was a huge screw up on my part. I could have really gotten screwed there. That was actually an atrocious play on my end. So don't do that. Get your cards out of your hand when your opponent has Face Purgatory or Scowling Fleshbag like still up. That could have been absolutely horrible. This hand is not amazing. I can send Phantom Wraith and set up a Malefic. Wow, Mordred Tide become the Arknight is a good card. I might actually be blocking with this Malefic. Depending on what comes down the pipeline from our opponent. Man, that was such a misplay on my end. I didn't get punished for it, but absolutely do. Like, I did not need to make that misplay. I don't know why I thought I was being clever. And I've done that before. I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep these cards in my hand. I'm going to be clever, and they're going to be like... They're going to have to think about what I might have sitting in my hand. But he doesn't need to think about what I might have sitting in my hand. He can just block with Face Purgatory and take it out of my hand. I should not have made that play. What did he grab? He discarded Rune Flash, so he's searching for something else. He's discarding an attack, so he's probably going to find, I don't know, Revel? Deadwood Dirge? Deadwood Dirge is good. Deadwood Dirge is like a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another Become. Okay, we're just cheating. So he has Become in his hand. But he's not going to be able to search for anything. I think we just deny the Revel. I think we do block this with Face Purgatory. I don't know. That seems really dumb, right? If we block this with Face Purgatory, if he has a Revel, he can't play his sword afterwards. So he just doesn't get the value from it. Is that dumb? This is a 2-power attack, but is that totally freaking worth it? What does Become say? You may discard an action card. If you discard an attack action, okay. I really wish I had another non-attack action that I could discard. I'm thinking... Please bear with me. I mean, I guess the Malefic triggers are definitely happening. Oh my gosh, that's so much damage. I think I have to face Purgatory here. So let's just AB 3 here. Because the rest of the hand is kind of uncertain. This could be a huge mistake. But I think I have to face Purgatory here. Oh, Deadwood Dirge is so good. Wait, that's such a good draw. And then pass turn? We didn't stop the Revel, but we did stop it from being worth an extra point of value. An extra 2 points, I guess, because Viserai. I kind of want to just pass here. Because we get to set up a strong arsenal. We have a strong banish. I kind of want to just pass. We'll see if I absolutely regret this. But I think passing here is good. Malefic is great. Widespread is good. We don't have Go again, so we probably just have to keep this whole hand. The fact we don't have Go again in this hand kind of sucks. Kinda sucks. So he has 6 rune chance, so we're basically at 25. $24, $23, including the Malefics. And we just eat dirt here. Take all the rune chance. And then 2 here. 2 is fine. Succumb to temptation. No. Swarming. Ah, we love Rune Rager Swarm. Swarming is so good here. 4 is fine. There's a world where I'm just supposed to banish Annihilation, Arsenal, Revel. But even in that world, I can use all of these cards offensively. We're looking at doing 3 and 9 at least next turn, so 12, almost threatening lethal. And then we can use Creepers into Revel and really get him when he uses Face Purgatory. Oh, he only had Revel. Revel is his only attack action, or his only non-attack action. Wow. Oh my gosh, that was such a good Arsenal pass. So I think I want to get a Malefic down. I think that's kind of my main priority. I can hold on to Deadwood Dirge because I don't need it right now. So it'd be Malefic, Phantom Wraith, Creepers, Revel, Widespread Annihilation. That seems good to me. And then we get to see if we can bait him into blocking with Face Purgatory. That was such a good Arsenal pass. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. He would have loved to block this Phantom Wraith with, you know, Trash Revel into another attack action and Face Purgatory last turn. Take my Deadwood Dirge. Oh yeah, he would have liked that. Sink Bello. He's going down to 10. And then we are threatening 10. And we get to just block with our Spellbound Creepers when we get a chance. Because we've already used them for value. That's good. So we will... Dunk. Dunk. Revel. Oh, 11. Malefic Incantation is a card. is a card that has words on it, and those words are in effect. It's a 6. He has to give us something, and he is losing a card from hand. He is giving us just everything. Okay, cool. Like to see that, because we have all the makings of a decent, continued strong game. This hand is not amazing. Yikes. Do I want to enable chat? Yes. This hand is not spectacular. He says GG's. We'll see what I can put together. Oh, he has no AB. He has no AB. Yeah, it probably is just GG's. Do Deadwood Dirge. Yeah, GG's. Good game, good game. I was looking at Deadwood Dirge, Deathly Wail. We make 1, 2 rune chants, and then Flail, so 3. So that's enough to definitely kill. Grimoire of the Haunt, pitching Succumb, Funeral Moon, get another action point, and then... Oh no, we've already used Flail at that point, so that wouldn't work. Huh. Maybe it's, he definitely can't prevent the Arcane, so it's just Deathly Wail. We do the damage, and then we can Funeral Moon and break the chain. Or Funeral Moon, pay the life. So then we're sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4 rune chants, so he's just dead to Flail after that. Yeah, that works. Cool. Cool. Yeah, enjoyed those games. I really feel like, I learned what I should not bring. I think I do just want to have as much aggression as I can. I want to stop him before he can get his strong turns. So, this was his Revel. I knew he had this in Arsenal. I want to stop him before he can get his strong turns rather than try to dilute those strong turns because they're not guaranteed like they are in Aurora and Dash.io. So, that's what I learned. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed watching. Have a good one. Adios.